It's first a really smart business decision to limit your risk and reach the greatest possible audience by making accessibility a goal with your new website. And I think it's really important to remember we can't assume that a web design company is going to build you an accessible website if they don't bring it up in the initial conversations you have with them. So the good news is it's a lot easier and it's actually a lot more cost effective to address accessibility when building the new site than it is to retrofit a non-compliant site. Current web browsers are designed to treat standard HTML elements in accessible ways. So when you write semantic HTML, and what that means is you're using the correct HTML element at the correct time. If you do that, you don't need to add additional work to make the elements accessible. Now, if accessibility is a stated website goal from the outset of your project, you can streamline the standards and recommendations right into the process. So that means things like designers will create color palettes and use color in ways that meet color contrast standards. Developers will write semantic HTML. They'll create page templates with clear regions. They'll create form inputs with appropriate labels and error messaging. And they'll do all this from the start. Content creators will also have to consider heading levels, make sure they're adding alternative text for graphics and for images, and they'll use clear and concise language in all the content that they create. So while it can be costly to remedy a non-compliant site, the added cost to a redesign shouldn't be significant if accessibility is a consideration throughout the process, from strategy to the final content entry. But be sure to take into consideration time for things like training your team, testing the site for accessibility, and ongoing monitoring.